What's up, my fellow Thenx athletes? It's Chris here. Welcome to another video of Official Thenx. Now you asked it, so now we're bringing it. How to stretch like a pro. I brought along Gavin, who's our personal stretch therapist from MiamiStretchTherapy.com, and we're gonna show you how to stretch. Okay, so for this stretching episode, I wanted to cover specifically the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist. A lot of times when you're first starting off in calisthenics, these are the main issues that people get. They feel tendonitis in their elbow, sometimes they feel that pain in their wrist from excessive handstand training. Maybe it's holding their body up in the dips and they're not used to holding this position, or sometimes it's even just push-ups. They feel like doing a lot of push-ups, their wrist starts to hurt. A lot of times when people are doing pull-ups, they feel like, they have like this tight pain in their shoulder, maybe here in the back and stuff like that. And I don't personally, I've experienced that too. So let's cover these.
Look, you're absolutely right. In calisthenics, these three joints take a really bad beating, even in the fingers too. So we're gonna cover stretching all these individually. We're gonna start off with external rotation. And so anywhere in any gym, if you're doing calisthenics, you have a pull-up bar. We're gonna use the vertical bar right here. So I want you to step into it with your opposing foot. So if we're doing the right arm, left foot's coming in, or coming in front, and you're gonna place your arm up here. You want the elbow up to your wrist to be touching, just like that. Now, we're gonna be rotating technically back, but we're gonna be leaning down into it. So take your opposite hand, reach around and grab the back of your shoulder, the top of your shoulder blade is perfect to stabilize and prevent compensation. So we're gonna go right down into it, and as you lean down,
I feel that.
you wanna rotate your wrist back, but in doing so, you're not actually going anywhere except down.
Yeah, you want to relax when you're doing it too, right?
Yep.
I feel as soon as I just kind of let that tension go, I was able to go in deeper.
Yep, good. And then when you come out of it, bring your arm down, relax for a second, do repetitions. I like to say 5 to 7 is optimal. So if you come up in there, go down, exhale. Exhale into it, make sure your shoulder's not coming forward or back at all. Nice stabilization. And then come on out of it. Perfect, how'd that feel?
Yeah, dude, especially
good, huh?
after just training shoulders and killing my biceps yesterday.
It's good. This is really good for recovery for the rotator cuff.
Yeah, and you get that full range, that full range is super vital. And I feel like the blood is finally rushing through my arm.
That's great. So we're gonna cover the opposite now. We're gonna do the internal rotation of the shoulder.
So let's switch sides?
Yep, let's switch sides. This is gonna be a little more tricky, a little more gentle on this one because the muscles are a little more sensitive. So, same thing but opposite. We're gonna go from the elbow up to the wrist. Stabilize your shoulder, this time hold it over the top. All right? And instead of going down into it, we're gonna raise up, like that. Stabilizing the shoulder, isolating those rotary muscles. Just like that. Exhale into it. Good rotation. Hold it in the stretch for no longer than 2 or 3 seconds, and then come out. In the beginning, when you're still getting used to it, you want to take a break in between each repetition. As you get more advanced, you can go ahead and rep it out.
Okay.
So try that one out?
All right, so I'll try with the same arm, actually. So I get it 90 degrees, same foot position.
You got it.
Okay, and holding the back?
You want to hold right over the top.
Right over the top,
Yep.
right here.
Good.
Okay, and then just
So
lean
this
back.
one, yep, instead of leaning forward, you lean it up.
Gotta get over the bar. I'll try it this way. All right, ready? So from here, lean up.
Perfect. Yep, keeping that elbow all this attached.
All the way
Yep,
flush.
just like that. So the
Yeah, I
only thing
definitely felt that. I felt like something kind of clicking.
Good. The only thing you want moving here is your humerus, which is your arm bone in the shoulder joint. So only that moving and stretching the rotary muscles in your shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's a great move. That is
Perfect.
great.
That's really good.
I can feel it for sure. Like
Nice,
these
nice.
little clicks.
Nice, good.
Amazing.
Perfect.
Okay, so that's shoulder.
So that's the rotary muscles of the shoulder. We're going to move on to the elbow. Most importantly, the biceps and the front of the anterior shoulder, the front of your shoulder.
For sure. So for example, I always feel pain at right here where the bicep begins,
Yep.
and also right in here, almost in the armpit,
Yep.
where the bicep is attached, right there. And that's
Exactly.
just
Now-
I always feel that.
Now why that is because your muscles, the most tension actually happens on the insertion point on the bone. So just like Chris was saying, downward, your bicep attaches to the bone here, and then up here, that's where you're going to get the most pain and the most tension. So you want to release that. So a couple of stretches we can do. The first one, the most easy, is just interlace your fingers behind your back. Yeah, let's go ahead and like finish this way. Interlace your fingers, sit up, stand up straight, rotate your shoulder back. Yeah, like that. Get a wide feet stance, and then very gently exhale, and bend over, bring your arms up and over. Perfect. So in Chris's case, we're gonna do something a little different. Let's come over to the bar over here.
Wow, I love the stretch.
And we'll do a single arm stretch here. If you have a low bar or anything about shoulder height, you hook your thumb facing down right there, and you lunge into it like this on a single arm stretch. Make sure your shoulders don't round too much this way. You want to get isolation on the bicep and the front of the shoulder. Good. Now I'm a little bit flexible so I can get down this deeper. When you get more flexible, you want to start up higher so you can get down lower into it.
Yeah, and that flexibility is super important. You know, that also comes with this as well. That just shows I need a lot of practice. So I'll focus right here.
Perfect.
Here. And how should my lower body be?
Okay. Just like that. You want to lean down into it.
Lean into it, okay. Definitely feel it.
If the bar's a little higher, you just come up and just ease down into it, into a lunge. Perfect. Same thing, same rhythm of the other one. Nice and easy down into it, just a couple second stretch, and then come on out. Yeah, make sure your thumb's facing down. That's gonna really isolate the bicep. Perfect, good. All right.
Amazing. So now let's go over some of the wrist, especially because, you know, that's when people are starting to use their body weight on top of their arms, they're not really used to that. So let's cover
For sure. So that's a really tightens up with calisthenics. We're going to cover just the flexors and extensors of the wrist. The extensors are on the back. Bring your hand up. Flexors on the bottom side. Bring your hand down. So we're going to stretch the extensors first. So you're going to make a fist. Place your hand over the fist, and then you're going to exhale, pull it down, nice and easy, nice and slow. Exhale into it.
Yes, man, this is a great one. And I always feel like this is always like caught up. There's knots like everywhere.
Absolutely.
So this is a great one to release that.
If that's too tight for some of you, it might be so tight you can't even make a fist and give a flexion like that. So what you want to do is actually keep your hand open, place the other hand over it, and then very gently with the palm of your opposite hand, push it down in the fingers and contract very slowly like that. It'll give you a more gentle stretch. Okay? And then rep it out. Very, very gentle with that. These are small muscles. You don't want to go too hard.
Yeah.
Good.
I
How's
can
it
actually
feeling?
all the way into my knuckles.
Nice. Yeah. All those joints.
It's the knuckles, it's each finger, it's great. And then I feel it a lot right here.
Exactly where we want to. Yeah.
And then it comes right back up into here. So
Perfect.
It's great. It's great.
Good. And lastly, so now we're going to stretch the flexors, the wrist flexors. This one, we just bring our hand straight out, other hand right on top. Deep inhale, exhale, and then pull all your fingers. Make sure you're pulling on the palm as well. Pulling all the way back. Good. And then very gently release. You want to release as gently as you went into it. You don't want to snap your muscle out.
Yeah.
Right? Get a few repetitions there, and you're good to go. I'd recommend doing these, after every calisthenic workout. It'll help prevent
This whole entire
the
thing.
whole entire set. Because, like I said, in calisthenics, you use the shoulders, the elbows, the wrist, really a ton, and there's just so much pressure in there that builds up. And like you were saying, tendonitis can develop really quick. So
That's true.
Yep.
That's true. Okay, cool. So there you have it, guys. You want to do this at least after every workout, right?
The more the better. Yeah.
And that's great because I hear a lot of people when they're not stretching and they're not taking care of their body, eventually they get shoulder problems that can actually damage you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, absolutely. So you got to really take care of yourself. If you don't, you can have an injury and you're going to be living with it forever. And hopefully you don't have to get surgery, but do the best you can.
So train smart, guys. That's the most important thing. After definitely a hard workout, you definitely want to make sure that you recover your body because your body is what you're going to be bringing with you this whole journey. So thank you guys so much for watching. Gavin,
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Amazing stretches, man, for sure. Check out Gavin at MiamiStretchTherapy.com, and I'll leave his link in the description as well if you want to see more of that. We're also going to have a lot more stretching videos coming soon. So get ready for those. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let us know what you want the next video to be about. Don't forget to add us on Instagram, Thenx. Add me, Chris Heria. You got Instagram?
Not yet, no.
Well, when he does, we'll let you guys know. Until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.